So let's get a little bit specific on what those are. I mean, we know about the emails that Amazon sends out, so that's one, right?
Yep. So Amazon recommends products, both email and app. A lot of stuff is what you see on your homepage. So buy it again, related to items that you viewed or items to explore. Sometimes it's on the detail pages of products. So sometimes those carousels are sponsored, but sometimes they're not. And even there's like, often bought together on the detail pages.
Right.
That's like really good real estate. So it's all of that kind of stuff. So it's kind of funny to think of it as like traffic, because it's not like they're necessarily sending people to you, but they're putting you in places that people with high affinity for your type of product are likely to click.
Yeah. Like there is on the product detail page of a listing, there are also other products 4-star and up, right? So then it's quite likely that they'll put you in there. So that's another.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's all BSR driven. Okay. So let's dissect that BSR a little bit, because BSR on some listings, if you go, there are like 4 different BSRs. So which BSR are you talking about?
So it's ultimately it's sales rank of parent category, which generally when there's more than one BSR, they all sit under the same category.
Right.
So grocery or health and household or home or the sports and outdoor, those type of categories where like, and then that's also, it's a little bit easier to use that because the numbers are bigger, so it's more sensitive. Right. Like you can tell a very good performing product will be in the hundreds, right? Most products live in the thousands. And so you're not worried if it moves 1 or 2 places. It's you're able to track that.
So you are talking about the top level category, the BSR top level category.
Exactly. Okay.
So I remember, when I was a seller, I actually used to go by that BSR to do I wasn't doing private label. Those days, there was no private label. It was just the beginnings, if any. It was all about arbitrage. So it was a matter of looking at 2 things. Okay, how many pieces is this going to sell? Is it likely to sell? So therefore, I should go and purchase it. And the second thing is, which is an unknown, is at what price point? So those so many pieces, at what price point will they sell? So, and then if they are likely to sell at that price point, how much money is it going to make for me? So therefore, I could go and acquire. So that's what I used to do. I actually built algorithms, believe it or not, based around BSR. And also, I would track the pricing. So I would have historical data for the pricing. So I could tell that at what percentage of the time I will in fact be profitable.
Fascinating. So it's like an elasticity algorithm almost.
Yeah. So in fact, I had a name for it. What happened was I analyzed this. It took me 5 months of testing my algorithm that I built. So what I did was I thought, okay, there are 4 types of SKUs. And these are when I say 4 types of SKUs, 4 statuses of a SKU. And this is, frankly, it's the same situation in your case. Well, today, except that price doesn't go up and down so much, but it's still the same based on your inventory. First status, the most favorable is the item is going to sell at the price that's going to make you the amount of money you want to make on each sale.
Right.
So that's one. The second one is it's not going to make you any money because the price has gone down so low. Doesn't matter if you capture the buy box, you're not going to make money. So forget it. That's a loss. So the third one is the borderline. Borderline means that
you're not going to buy box.
You're not going to make the amount of money that you want to make on each sale. But you can lower your requirement. It was a flag. If you lower your requirement, then you can say, okay, I can sell so many pieces at this new level, lowered level. Why would you want to do that? If you have too much inventory and price has been going down, you want to simply push as much.
Got to get rid of it.
So that's the third category. It's not going to make enough money. And in fact, by lowering the threshold even beyond what would make money, you can actually just dump inventory at a loss. It's all about liquidating inventory.
Right.
So this is three statuses, and the fourth one was totally arbitrary. You may be testing something. You just say, I'm going to assign this price and let's see how many it sells. So these four statuses, I thought, okay, this algorithm is going to drive how I capture the buy box and how many pieces I sell. So I said, we have to call this something. What do we call this? And I came up with the idea that, okay, the ones that get me the profit I want, they are green. And then the ones that don't, red. So you have green SKUs, red SKUs. And then those that sell at a lower margin, yellow. And then the arbitrary ones, purple. Nobody knows they are purple. So green, yellow, purple, red. Those are the colors. And then I called my system Gipper.
Gipper.
So Gipper would run my whole operation. So, and to this day in my SaaS platform, we use Gipper for prioritization. You just simply separate everything based on the algorithm. So this applies to BSR. So if you can take the BSR, in your case as a private label, price is not so much a factor. You can easily say, okay, if the BSR is between this and this, it's like to sell this many, and between this and this, so you can easily create some kind of an algorithm around it. I can see that happening.
Yeah, that's really cool.